pleasure. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly.
Now we're cooking. It's the coach, and this is the NFL.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
13 yards on the game's opening play.
To number 44, a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jamison. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, box drop.
2nd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jamison. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the positively here. You're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Jamison. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Hey, Delta.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Hey, Zoo! Ready?
2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Johnson. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, exit. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to shoot.
To throw again. Jameson. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jameson. It's complete to Diggs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Steve 6.
Off play action. Jameson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. From the gun, Jameson. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jameson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jameson. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jameson, he'll find Thielen working the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready! And two shots. You gotta bring it. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. He don't know no better. Five. 52, Mike 52.
On first down, Jameson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2nd and 6. He completes it to Treadwell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jameson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Diggs has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jameson flush, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they